Ever felt like your brain is constantly buzzing with noise? You wake up, reach for your phone, and before you even step out of bed, you've consumed a mountain of information. It's a cycle of scrolling, clicking, and craving that never seems to end. We are living in an era of hyperstimulation, where every app is designed to hijack your attention. Your brain is essentially being rewired for short-term gratification. This is the starting point of our journey together today. Think about the life you sat in silence without reaching for a device. For most of us, that feeling of boredom has become intolerable. We use digital noise to drown out our own thoughts and avoid the discomfort of being alone with ourselves. This constant influx of dopamine is like sugar for the brain. It feels good for a second, but it leaves you feeling empty later. You might feel productive while scrolling, but in reality, you're just spinning your wheels. The world is getting louder, but your focus is getting weaker.
So, what exactly is dopamine? It's often called the pleasure chemical, but it's actually the molecule of anticipation and motivation. It's what drives you to seek out rewards, whether it's a notification or a snack. When we overstimulate these pathways, our baseline for what is exciting rises. Activities like reading a book or working on a long-term goal suddenly feel impossible because they don't offer an immediate hit. Your brain is simply following the path of least resistance.
The conflict begins when the things that used to bring you joy no longer feel enough. You find yourself needing more stimulation just to feel normal. This leads to brain fog, a lack of motivation, and a persistent feeling of being overwhelmed by life's basic tasks. You want to change, you want to be more productive, but your brain is locked in a biological cage. It's not a lack of willpower, it's a physiological imbalance. You are stuck in a loop of cheap dopamine. This is the breaking point for many, the realization that hours have passed and you have nothing to show for it. You feel the weight of wasted potential every single evening. The stress of unfinished tasks builds up, creating a feedback loop of anxiety that you try to fix with more scrolling. It's a downward spiral that affects your career, your relationships, and your mental health. You know you need a hard reset, but the thought of letting go of your digital safety net is terrifying. But this is exactly where the transformation starts. It's time to talk about the solution, the dopamine detox. The goal isn't to live like a monk forever, but to temporarily remove all high-stimulation activities. This means no social media, no video games, no junk food, and no mindless internet browsing for a set period. By removing the peaks, we allow our dopamine receptors to recover and become more sensitive again. It's like cleaning a dirty window so you can finally see the world clearly. You are choosing to face the boredom head-on. Day one of a detox is often the hardest because the silence is deafening. Without the constant buzz of notifications, your brain begins to scream for stimulation. You might feel restless, irritable, or even physically tired as your brain looks for its usual hit. This is the withdrawal phase of the detox process. It's essential to understand that this discomfort is a sign that the healing process has begun. You are confronting the reality of your internal state without any distractions. As you push through the cravings, your mind starts to wander in ways it hasn't in years. You might start noticing small details in your environment that you previously ignored. The texture of the wood on your desk, the sound of the wind, or the taste of simple food becomes more vivid. This is your brain's reward system slowly recalibrating itself to reality. You are learning that you don't need a screen to feel alive. Every hour of boredom is a victory for your mental clarity. The climax of the detox happens when you hit the boredom wall. This is the moment where you feel like giving up because the day feels incredibly long. Your mind will try to trick you, telling you that this is pointless or that one quick check of your email won't hurt. This is the ultimate test of your resolve. If you can push through this wall, you find a hidden reservoir of peace on the other side. This is where the true rewiring happens, deep within your neural pathways. Once you cross that threshold, something incredible happens, a sense of profound calm. The frantic energy of the digital world begins to fade into the background. You start to feel a natural motivation to do things that are actually meaningful. Writing in a journal, going for a long walk, or just thinking deeply becomes effortless. You are no longer a slave to your impulses. You are the captain of your own mind. The void you feared is actually the space where your creativity lives. The resolution of the detox brings a new sense of clarity and purpose to your daily life. You realize that the things you were chasing online were just pale imitations of real experience. Your focus returns, and tasks that used to take hours now take minutes because your brain isn't fighting itself. You feel lighter, more present, and significantly less anxious. This is the version of yourself you've been missing, the focused, calm, and intentional person you are meant to be. The reset is working. Now, the challenge is how to reintegrate technology without falling back into the old traps. You shouldn't throw your phone away, but you must change your relationship with it. Set clear boundaries for when and why you use digital tools. Use them as instruments for your goals rather than sources of entertainment. Turn off non-essential notifications and curate your digital environment to serve you. You are now the one in control of the buy signal in your brain. Establishing a new routine is key to maintaining the benefits of your reset. Incorporate low dopamine mornings, where you don't check your phone for the first hour of the day. Spend time outdoors, engage in deep work, and prioritize real-world connections. By intentionally choosing slow activities, you keep your receptors sensitive and your focus sharp. Your brain will thank you with sustained energy and better mood regulation. This is a lifestyle change, not a one-time event. The moral of the story is that your attention is your most valuable resource. In a world that wants to sell your focus to the highest bidder, protecting it is an act of rebellion. A dopamine detox isn't about hating technology, it's about loving your own potential. When you clear the digital clutter, you make room for the things that truly matter: growth, connection, and peace. You have the power to rewire your brain and reclaim your life, starting right now. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs a reset. Subscribe Nuri's Level Up for more deep dives into personal growth and mental mastery. I want to hear from you. Comment below and let me know, what's the one app you're going to delete today? Let's start this journey together and take back control. Thanks for watching, and remember, your focus is your future. See you in the next one.